Gordon Harris. They call me Gato, Gordo, or Gordo. Working at RedCliff Ascent, RedCliff Medicine Wheel.
Okay. And you've worked at a few other places, right?
Yes. Got my start at Wingate over in Kanab. Then moved to Legacy up in Loa. Recently down at Red Mountain Sedona, down in Sedona, Arizona, before coming here last year.
Okay. All right. And so when you came here last year, we were talking and you just mentioned some of the things that you like about the RedCliff culture.
Yes. Love the structure. RedCliff is absolutely a program that has been around a while and knows itself, knows who it is, knows what it does well, and does a really good job of maintaining that focus over like a long time. You can tell when you've been here a little bit that, wow, these people have done a good job of defining each of the roles and clarifying what it is that we do out here and what it is that we don't do out here, and then being able to communicate that to the staff and communicate that to the clients so that everyone here knows exactly what is expected of them and how to build themselves. You know, the structure of the program for the field staff is similar to structure for the clients, so that the field staff know exactly what I need to do to go from a beginning field staff to a mastery level field staff. And here it is, it's laid out. You do this, you do that, you know, you improve in these areas, and that is something that really speaks to me. It's very clear, it's not ambiguous at all. It's not, well, I kind of like you, so I'll give you a little bit more money. It's, you have demonstrated mastery in these areas, and therefore you are now ready to move to this next level.
And how does that play to the students' experience?
With the students, very similar. We have a level system for the students so that they come in and they're not expected to really know anything. And so we have a very clear structure as to, okay, we're going to teach you this first, and then we're going to teach you that, and we're going to move from phase 1 to phase 2 to phase 3. And the students get to see themselves change over time and learn all these really cool skills that they see everyone else doing, and they have no idea, how do I do that? You know, and it's just laid out very clearly so that they can take baby steps through their process and get their own self-efficacy built up and their own self-esteem. You know, most of these clients arrive just really beaten and very you know, belligerent, you know, and allowing them to go through that process and laying it out very clearly for them so that they can see, oh, that's what's expected of me, and I know exactly how to get there.
What are some of the things that are expected of them?
So we have kind of two different programs here, one program for the adolescents and one program for the adults. And although they're similar, there is some differences there. For the adolescents, it starts with just basic wilderness stuff as far as around safety.
So we do a lot of, and I've really noticed this as I talk to people, is we're almost cautious when we talk about the programmatics. It's almost like we assume that other people know what we're talking about. So just go ahead and act like I don't know, I don't have a clue, right? And just like, what are some of those wilderness things that a student, if I was a new student, you would say, you are going to learn these things.
Right. Gosh, that's a big conversation.
It is a big conversation, yeah.
You're going to learn what gear you have, mm-hmm. And how to utilize that gear.
So what gear does a RedCliff student have?
Starting with a backpack, and how to fit that backpack to your body, where your hip bones are, and how the weight sits on those, how to adjust the straps so that you have a good balance to the weight, how to pack the pack, lighter stuff on the bottom, heavier stuff on top, What do you need to access, rain gear? What can you bury? How much water you need each day, and how to space that out over the course of a day so that you're not trying to drink it all at once, because your body can only take so much at a time. What a proper diet is. Eating a certain amount of food that is healthy for you, but not too much. And what is a healthy activity level? How much hiking is normal and natural and is still challenging, but isn't going to lead to injuries and overhiking and etc. What is healthy sleeping? How to set up a sleep area, a sleep shelter, a group shelter. And of course, we've talked about all of these things without talking about fire. And really is, I believe, the core of wilderness therapy is fire. How do I take these sticks that I just see laying around somewhere, and how do I create fire from that so that I can cook my food and I can stay warm and I can boil water and I can dry my feet and I can dry my gear. And so breaking that kind of down, a good chunk of that is the first couple of weeks of just that kind of basic stuff before launching into other stuff, like how do I navigate by the stars? What are the constellations, and what are some of the stories that we tell ourselves about that? Lots of therapeutic stuff around ego states and how do I project to you, like, am I putting you in the role of my parents and replaying those things? What other balances in life that I'm trying to find and create versus what was happening for me at another program or at home? Am I bringing that same thing here, or am I really changing at a core level because I'm in this environment that invites that change and just allows me to set aside electronics and what am I wearing for the day, and start to develop more healthy relationships and have someone there to point those things out to me. Hey, you're probably stepping into the natural child state, which is fine, but I just want to make you aware of that. And watching those clients progress through that is just amazing. It is just so much joy in watching someone grow through that and becoming their own person, and they start to see the vision of themselves, later in life, and they start getting hope, and they start having faith that this is really going to work, and having trust in the program, trust in their staff, trust in the therapy, that at the end of this, that they're going to be a different kind of person in a different kind of place, and that life is probably just really going to open up for them. Watching that process unfold is amazing. It is the thing for me that drives me to continue to do this work.
Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe. The Primitivus Project is made possible by the generous sponsorship of Wingate Wilderness Therapy. To learn more, visit wingatewilderness.therapy.com.